Hey guys, today I thought it was time for a good old-fashioned favorites video now that it is officially fall. Happy October. I'm drinking some tea out of my favorite mug. I've got a mix of products that have been in my collection for a while that I've rediscovered, as well as some newer products that I've been loving, some body care, a coffee creamer, so a little bit of everything. Let's start with a blush combo that I recently discovered. I've had both of these in my collection for a while, but I recently found I love pairing these together. I had these in my everyday makeup drawer in September. I've loved these two blushes separately for a long time, but I've recently found that I love wearing them layered together. So this is the NYX Sweet Cheeks blush in the shade Nude Tude. And if this is not just the perfect fall nude blush for fair skin, I don't know what is. Like, look at that. I love this color so much. The more I use this, the more this becomes one of my all-time favorite blushes. This formula is so user-friendly. Sometimes liquid blushes can be a little intimidating because they can just be so immediately pigmented and you have to like really work to blend them in. You have to be careful not to apply too much. That's really not the case with this one. I love that I can just take a few dots of this on my cheeks and, you know, I don't even have to be too precise about how much I'm applying or where I'm applying it. I'll just put a few dots on each cheek and it blends out in seconds. It doesn't lift up my foundation or look patchy. It doesn't stay stuck in the first spot that I applied it. It's also very buildable, so usually I'll go in with a couple of layers until I get it to the intensity that I want, but I definitely prefer that over something where I have to be so careful to only put one dot, and even then it's like just way too much. I do enjoy wearing this on its own for just a really nice neutral beige color, but I also have found, because this one does dry matte, which I like, but sometimes I want a little glow on my cheeks, and so I love topping it with the Milani Baked Powder Blush in Berry Amore. I love the marbled look of this in the pan. Really like a mix of pink and bronze. It actually comes out to a pretty similar shade to the NYX blush, maybe a little bit warmer, but this one has a glow and it looks stunning on top of the NYX blush. This is like my ideal fall blush combo, so I have been reaching for both of these just nonstop. But a newer blush that has quickly become one of my favorites is the Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush. These have gotten a lot of hype this year and I fully get the hype. I have the shade Shimmery Rose, and I would honestly say, I mean, I love the Milani blushes. I love Berry Amore. I also have Luminoso. They're two of my favorites, but I think I like the Essence Baked Blush formula a little bit better. I was saying in my recent review roundup that I feel like for a baked product, this is surprisingly soft. Like, it feels really smooth and velvety. This is another blush that I could practically blend with my eyes closed because it is just that easy to blend. It has a beautiful soft glow to it. It's not too metallic. Oftentimes when I use this, I will just skip highlighter altogether. Actually, today I skipped highlighter as well because I have that Milani blush on, and I feel like that gives my cheeks all the glow that I want. There's no big chunks of glitter in here. It's just a very smooth, fine, pearly sheen. And it really has just such a high-end feel. I love the shade Shimmery Rose too. This is such a pretty soft pink that doesn't look too bubblegummy. I don't usually love the really cool toned or bright bubblegum pinks on my cheeks, but this is just the right amount of pink for me. I have been having so much fun with the Nomad Ghost Town USA palette. This is such an unexpected color story for fall, but I love it. I think these colors fit the theme so well. On the back it says, designed on location, ghost hunting in America's Old West. Most fall palettes I feel like lean very warm, very brown, very orangey. I really like that this one has a lot of cool tones and just a lot of colors that you wouldn't normally see in a fall palette. I always love the way that Nomad arranges their shades. It always just makes so much sense to me. You guys know I really hate when palettes feel jumbled or scattered, or like the shades just were thrown in there at random. I just really like how each column makes sense. So you've got some warm shimmers, your taupes and brown matte shades. I love the greens and blues over here, but I also love that you have some neutral options and you can really go in so many different directions with this palette. I am wearing this today. I started out my crease with the shade Undead Sheriff, which is this cool taupe, really goes on almost gray. Then I deepened up the outer corner with Bandit Queen and Deadwood. The main shade I'm wearing on my lid is this one right here. This is the shade Garnet Montana, which, by the way, several of these shades are named after actual ghost towns in the US. But this color is very interesting. It has a bit of a smoky base to it, and it's so shimmery. All of the shimmers in here have this like really creamy feel to them. They almost feel like cream shadows, so I prefer to apply them with my fingers. I don't feel like they work well picked up with a brush. Some Nomad shimmers do, others don't. I do find the shimmer formula that they use definitely seems to vary palette to palette. This seems to be a new shimmer formula, but I really like it. I'd have to say that these are some of my favorite Nomad shimmers that I've tried. But anyway, to finish off the look, I did top my lid and I also applied in the inner corner the shade Rhyolite Nevada, just like a champagne with a bit of taupe to it. So like I said, the shimmers all have that really creamy texture, kind of different from previous Nomad palettes that I've tried. The mattes feel very similar to all of the other Nomad palettes. They all have that same soft, very pigmented, but very easy to work with, easy to blend consistency. So I have now used every shade in this palette and every single shade performs so well if you like a more creamy shimmer texture. And overall, just some really unique shades in here. I love these like sage green mattes. Those are really different from any other green palettes that I have. So I think I'm going to be using this palette a lot more throughout October. It's just one of my favorites to reach for at the moment. I also wanted to shout out this mascara. This is the Makeup Revolution 5D Lash Pow mascara. It's a volumizing mascara, and I have been really impressed with this. So this is the first mascara I've ever seen that has this type of cap. So instead of twisting it, you just press it down and it comes out. And then to close it, you just press down again and boom. And it's really snug on there. Like, I don't think you would need to worry about it coming open in your makeup bag or something, because it would take a lot of force for something to open this inside of your bag. So I think that's pretty cool. At first I thought it was kind of gimmicky, but to me, like, this is just as functional as a twist off lid, and it's easier to open if you have like arthritis or any type of mobility issues. I think it makes it super easy. But I really like the mascara itself as well. First and foremost, I don't get any transfer or smudging or flaking with this, so that is like my number one most important thing. It does have a pretty thick brush, but I like that it's not super long. It's a little bit shorter than a lot of other mascara brushes, so I usually don't end up with a huge mess with this wand, even though it is a little bigger than I would like. I find it still pretty user-friendly. This is what I have on my lashes today, and it does give a pretty dramatic effect to the lashes. It is definitely volumizing, but it also gives me a lot of length, just really defines my lashes and makes them look super full. So I still think I like the Milani Anti-Gravity Mascara a little bit better, just because I prefer the brush on that one. But I actually do have an unopened Milani Anti-Gravity right now, but I don't want to open it right now because I do have 3 mascaras currently open, but I will try to open it at some point while I'm using this one, just so that I can compare them and let you know which one I end up ultimately liking better. Mascara is so personal though, like I almost hesitate to even recommend mascaras because we're all so different. We all have different lashes, we all have different skin types, so I mean, just because this doesn't smudge on me doesn't mean it won't smudge on someone else. So obviously mascara is so individual. I definitely recommend reading reviews online as well. But of the 3 mascaras in my rotation right now, this has been the one that I have been wanting to use the most, and the other 2 are actually high-end. These are the other 2 that I have open, the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara and the Ciate Triple Shot XXL Mascara. I like both of these. I like the way they make my lashes look, but the Ciate one does flake, and it has gotten flakier the longer I've been using it, and the Milk Makeup one does smudge on me. So these 2 I would not get again or really recommend, but I do definitely recommend the Makeup Revolution. This is one of my favorite lip products last fall, and it has entered the rotation again. I've been using it so much. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Core Lip Shine in the shade Happy. This is the ultimate My Lips But Better tinted lip balm. So comfortable. This is a total throw it in your purse type of lip. I know these e.l.f. Hydrating Core Lip Shines, they've been out for a while. I feel like no one really talks about them anymore, but they are so good. If you like tinted lip balms, I really think this e.l.f. Hydrating Core Lip Shine line is very underrated. I have this shade, and I also have the shade Cheery, which is one of my favorite like spring and summer lips. It's more of a coral shade, but this is a really nice, soft, mauve-y shade. It's really close to the natural color of my lips, which I really like because it's the kind of thing that I can just take with me on the go. I don't necessarily have to have a mirror to apply it. And I just love tinted lip balms, especially as the weather is getting cooler. My lips are getting a little bit more dry, but I like that I can still wear a lip color, but I also don't have to worry about it looking dry because it's also a lip balm. So yeah, kind of an old and underrated product, but I still highly recommend these. So that is all the makeup. I wanted to share a couple of body care products. This is the time of year that I really start indulging in just yummy scented body care. And if you saw my last empties video, you saw that it was time for me to repurchase my Tree Hut body scrub. I always like to try a new scent. This one I got because Lauren May Beauty was raving about this scent. I wouldn't normally go for a cotton candy scent, but she said that even if you don't normally like cotton candy, you should still try this one because it doesn't necessarily just smell like cotton candy. This smells so nice. I always like looking up the notes to see what they say. So this one, they say, has key notes of spun sugar, strawberry, and sweet cream. Yeah, I think the sweet cream does a good job balancing out the sugar and strawberry. It's definitely a sweet scent, but I wouldn't say it's like overly sickly sweet. It's not headache inducing or anything. It smells really good, really clean. And yeah, I guess cotton candy isn't really a fall scent necessarily. Like this would probably be even better for the summertime, but I still find the scent really, really yummy and cozy. So definitely wanted to mention that. I love the Tree Hut body scrubs. I like to use them before I shave or just anytime I feel like I need a little exfoliation to my body. And they don't feel too harsh or abrasive, but they definitely still give you a good scrub. So love that. That's my newest scent and I am obsessed with it. Another thing that I needed a replacement of was shaving cream. I was going to get the Tree Hut shave oil, but then I saw that EOS finally, or I mean, I guess this has been out for a while, but at least it was finally available in store. They had a squeeze tube version of their shaving cream. This is actually called their Cashmere Skin Shave Butter. So I think it's even thicker and creamier than the original EOS shave creams, which are the ones in the pump bottle. I really like the ones in the pump bottle, but I hate the bottle itself because once you get down to the bottom, it's just really hard to get out. So I just think a squeeze tube makes a lot more sense for such a thick, creamy type of formula. If you have never smelled the vanilla cashmere scent from EOS, whether it's their shave cream, their body lotion, any of their other products, it is the most incredible vanilla scent. It smells a lot like Vanilla Bean Noel from Bath & Body Works. It's just such a warm, yummy vanilla scent. I like using shaving cream. I know you can also use your conditioner, but I always find that shaving cream just does a little bit of a better job giving me a smooth shave and preventing me from getting razor burn. So this one is fantastic and I really appreciate the squeeze tube packaging. I think it is such an improvement over their original shave cream. And then my last favorite is a bit of a random one, but I wanted to share a coffee creamer that we have been loving. This is from the brand Califia Farms and it's their limited edition Campfire S'mores flavor. This is so good. It really does taste like s'mores, especially in coffee. I added some to my chai, and I definitely think the spice of the chai is overpowering the s'mores flavor a little bit, but in coffee, this is incredible. But yeah, this is an oat milk creamer, and it does say limited edition. We found it at Grocery Outlet, but if you can find this, whether you have a grocery outlet or any other store near you that sells this brand, and you find it, I highly recommend it. So delicious. So those are some of the products that I've been loving and using a ton this fall. Let me know down below, what are your current favorites, whether they're beauty or completely random. I would love to hear. But thank you guys so much for hanging out today. I hope you had fun. If you did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I do also have a Patreon and a channel membership if you're interested in supporting my channel further. Otherwise, I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you again very soon in my next video. Bye!